Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are discussing purchasing plots. Yes, first of all guys, do not ever purchase a plot without clarity. You have to check on everything that you're supposed to check from the land's office to make sure that it is genuine. And the story I'm going to tell you, it happened to me. Guys, it is very sad. This is a friend of mine who was having a problem somewhere. An issue just came up in her life and she was looking for money. And guys, it happened that this is a very old friend. And she had bought this property in Kenya. And in fact, when buying it 4 years ago, she had told me about it. In fact, she was encouraging me to buy a property where she bought hers. And it was my desire to buy because it's a very fast growing area. And who hates a piece of land, especially here in Kenya? Everybody works for a piece of land because the land appreciates at a very high rate. And when you have it in your custody, guys, after a few number of years, even if you don't build in it, you will sell it and make a big profit. So then I was not able to purchase. So she went ahead and bought hers. And it was in a very good area, guys. She was also not ready to build. So what happened is she just left it at that after buying. But she fenced her plot. And you know the way you buy property and you say, that one I'll just dispose it after 4 years if I will not want to build in that area. And because this was an upcoming market area, if I should say an upcoming estate, the next time she visited there, as she tells me today, the value had increased greatly. And people had started building. In fact, it was an area that was looking habited. So now my friend was blessed. She was blessed, and she had to go out of the country to look for greener pastures. She was blessed with a visa, which is very evasive in especially these days. To get an American visa is like, I don't know what. It is very hard to be given a visa to America these days. You'll go for interviews even 3 or 4, 5, 6 times before you even get one. Others have never even gotten, even after trying so many times. But this friend of mine was blessed. She tried the first time and she got the visa. She did not even win the green card. She just got a visa. And off she went to the US. We kept communicating, and before she left, she had taken me to her plot in that estate, which I'm not going to mention. So I knew the plot. So while in the US, she got a partner there, and let me say they got married, and life became better. Mine on the other side was getting worse. Guys, I'm not in Kenya. Why? Things are tough here, guys. It's just by the grace of God that we survive. So I used to call her and she could tell me stories about the US and all that, and how much money they make, and all those things. And I was like, oh, you are blessed. But I could never even attempt to look for a visa because that time I had small children. And you know, with children, you cannot just leave the country. So therefore, hers was, her blessing was those sides. I was saying that mine is here. So guys, let me tell you something. There comes a time when God also remembers you. So, in the course of time, God blessed me, and I felt like, oh, I also now needed to buy a plot. So I shared it with my friend in the US, and she told me, oh, you want to buy a flat? That is a very good idea. In fact, I want to dispose mine because I don't see myself coming back to Kenya any sooner. And I would want to dispose that one of mine because I'll buy a plot in a very prime area when I think of coming back to Kenya, but not now. So if you needed that one of mine, I can give it to you at a good price. So remember, guys, this was 4 years after she had bought hers, and the value had increased, the market value. So I was lucky to have been buying it from a friend, and it is a plot that I knew. And because of my situation in Kenya, I knew I would be okay in that area, in that locality myself. I didn't mind it. And also, I was not buying it to build myself. I was buying it to also have it there, to think about it. But I wouldn't have minded building after some time. But since I didn't have the cash to build them, but I had the cash to buy, so I bought from her. And because I'm buying from a friend, we didn't even go to do the search or anything. We just did the transfers that were required, and there I got a plot. And we continued staying. Guys, let me tell you, soil, don't you ever joke with soil, because I think everyone is looking for some soil where they can build something on, maybe farm. One of the days, I went to the plot because somebody had planted beans in another, a friend of mine had planted beans elsewhere in another area, in a plot that she had bought, and she had not, since she was not ready to build then, she decided to plant, to farm. So she planted beans, and she was like, oh, I harvested so much beans in that space of mine. And I asked her, and how come I've never thought of cultivating mine as I prepare to build or to sell? So the next rains, I was ready to go now and bring people in to dig it up so we can plant. Do you know what happened, guys? I went there and I found a building. Let me tell you, buildings can germinate in Nairobi estates. You'll pass here today and you find the place is not even constructed. In the next 1 month, you'll come and find a 4-story building that is just being finished up. Guys, somebody had encroached on my piece of land and built a house. I did not know what to do, so I called my friend immediately. And my friend told me, you knew very well that that plot of mine, I had bought it myself, and you knew it was mine. I sold it to you. So because you are the one with the documents, it is you now to go and follow it up with the lands to see who that person is who has encroached on your piece of land. So guys, before the journey started, I had to ask around who is the owner of the building. The workers I found in the compound were, because you remember it was fenced. This guy came and even defenced it further. He came and even constructed a higher fence, such that I was even speaking to them from the gate. From the gate only, because it was surrounded by a fence, a stone fence. And they were not allowing me in. Imagine you not being allowed in your space by the foreman. So I requested that they give me the number of the owner of the plot, and they were not willing to divulge the number. So, since I told you I found a 4-story building, I could only look and see the building from up there, but down here they could not allow me to get in. So by God's grace, I sourced the number and until I found it, and I started calling on that number, guys. The number could ring and ring and ring, and nobody was answering it. Nobody was answering, and it is very sad. You go back home, You are unable to sleep. So the first thing was to go to the chief of the area, because I went to the police. I was told to go to the chief and report. And the chief gave me some time and told me to come at a certain time. They will have looked for information of the owner of the plot. So the day I was told to go back to the chief's place so that I can proceed to the lands office, I found the chief not in. So I proceeded now to start my search from the lands office, a search that you are doing with a lot of pain. And guys, as I'm speaking to you, I'm waiting on the report, because I gave out the documents and everything, the title deed, and now they are searching on that piece to see who the person is. And I'm sure, obviously, either he has a double, he has a title deed also, you know, the fake ones that are, in Kenya you'll buy a piece of land and you get that it has 5 owners. They all have title deeds. So the lands office has to establish who the right owner of the land is. So I'm waiting for that, and as I'm waiting, I'm feeling very low, because you cannot put in your money, the one that you had earned with a lot of pain, hard-earned cash, in a plot, and there you go, you find a 4-story building that is constructed on it by somebody else. Guys, there is also the issue of trust. Before you trust somebody and you say, I'm buying this property from a friend, so I don't need to do this and that, please confirm. Confirm thoroughly before you remove your money. Do not even consider friendship when it comes to purchasing. Be it a car, be it a plot, those expensive things. If it is these small things, maybe you can buy from a friend, things that will cost you little money. But guys, when it comes to pieces of land, vehicles, such like things, confirm and reconfirm before you remove your money, because you can lose money, guys. I know mine will not be lost, because I'm a person of faith, and by faith, if I had not stolen that money from somebody, by faith, justice will be done, and I'm going to get my piece of land back to me. And I don't know what will happen now to the building, whether it will be brought down or what. Only God knows. But at least there's something I know, that my case will be sorted out. It disturbed me in the first instance. I could not even sleep. It almost gave me stomach ulcers. But you know what? When things get so tough and you don't know who to turn to God. Your Creator is the only person you can turn to. And guys, I turned to God. That is where I take my sorrows. And the Bible tells me not to worry about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplications with thanksgiving, make your request known unto me. Yes. Do not worry. When the Bible tells you not to worry, we are here to believe the word of God. It tells you not to worry about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, make your request known unto me. That is God. Do not worry. Is it possible not to worry as a human being? It is possible. But you will think it is not possible. You will, let me tell you, when you cannot find a solution to something, even if you killed yourself, even if you cut yourself with a knife, of what help will it be to you? So when you think of it through that angle, you look at it through that angle, then you say, okay, I have worried myself to death, but how will I help? How will I help? I'm told not to worry about anything. Yes, I've worried myself to death. How will I help? So I have found solace in taking everything to God and leaving it to Him and telling Him, have your way. Let me tell you guys, even if the worst went to the worst and they denied me the justice that is required, I will not worry. Things of this world, we'll still leave them here. And let me tell you, you the grabber, you'll not see peace. You'll not find peace until the day you leave this world. You'll never know peace. You the grabber. Because this is my hard-earned cash that I've put there. I've cried to my God. God knows I did not steal it anywhere, but here you are acquiring by false pretense. You may even have that money to go and bribe, but I don't think bribery still works in the hands of His. So I'm trusting God. But all I'm saying is, even if I lost everything, I will not kill myself. This is the world. We will all go. In fact, all this that we own here is not even ours. We are only custodians given by God. And we will leave everything here when our Maker calls us home. Have you ever seen a very wealthy person in your locality, or in your village, or wherever, die with so much wealth? Have you ever seen them being buried there with even a coin? In this world we came and we will go with nothing. In fact, we were born naked. We may not even go naked, but we will only be dressed in those nice suits that they bury people in. And for no reason. Because these suits, you should buy them to the living, for the living to wear. And that's not where I was going. What I was saying is that even if somebody ever takes anything that is yours by force, leave it unto God. Because the battle is not ours, but the Lord's. It is not ours. It is very painful, yes. And you may be wondering, what is she saying? How do I buy a plot and somebody? Let me tell you, mine will not go. I'll have mine back because I've never stolen anybody's thing. But in case anything, not even a plot, even a bigger thing, if somebody takes it through weird ways and through false pretense and all that, and takes it away from me, I will not kill myself. For I know in this world we will live without anything. These properties are only given to us by God to manage, but they are all His. So guys, please like and subscribe to my channel, and this is Never Age TV. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. So thank you for watching, and always watching my videos. Thank you. I don't take it for granted. Always watching my videos. I don't take it for granted. Be blessed, and like and subscribe. Please remember to subscribe. Thank you, and bye.